Well, guys, we got a double header today, as they say in baseball. But we welcome you back to another episode of the On Your Left Start List Power Rankings, the official pre-race show where we break down the upcoming professional start list in 30 minutes or less. Today, we're going to Augusta for a little bit redemption. It was canceled last year because of hurricane. Who was that? Helena?
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
We should know this, Bolly. We were literally in the middle of it.
Yeah. Anyways, I was just happy to get out of the house for a couple of days and get some sleep. I'm joined by my co-host, pro triathlete Evan Price, and the legend himself, intern Blake Pfeiffer. We welcome back the big guy for this episode. He's going to be joining us for the doubleheader. Please welcome back again, Justin Big Metz Metzler.
Bear Lake Brawl. I don't think I got that the first time. This is Bear Lake I like Brawl.
That. Bear Lake Brawl champ. Boulder resident.
No. Podium.
Third. Still.
Everyone won the Bear Lake Brawl.
Each year it's gonna 8th in Geelong won the Bear Lake Brawl.
7th in Geelong won the Bear Lake Brawl. Olympian runner-up.
There we go.
All right, guys. North America short course regional champs here from the looks of the start list. It's like deja vu all over again. It's like a Louisville Part 2, Boise Part 2, Santa Cruz Part 2.
There's a lot of recent stats on everybody coming into this race. So you got a lot of guys who are racing a lot, and that's basically everybody in this field. I don't think there's this. I mean, maybe going down this list, there's a couple guys who haven't been racing a ton recently, but I mean, you could say Lionel, but do we know? Is the man racing? Does anybody?
Do you know what this start list reminds me of? It reminds me of a recipe that you just keep refining in the kitchen. Like maybe you add nutmeg, maybe you add smoked paprika, maybe you add a little bit of cayenne, and that's who we got. We got like Luke Jones coming, Jason West. He's never raced
coming back
these guys
from
this
Nice.
year.
Yeah,
like Ari's racing this race. He wasn't there in St. George, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, he was not. Yeah.
So you got a lot. You're getting a lot of spice. We're getting to a recipe that we like, and I like this recipe from what I see at the start list.
This is a fun field. I think it is. All right, Metz. Let's say everybody here is racing, because this is the big question over the next 7 days: is who obviously is going to be racing and not racing. But let's just say, let's say even Lionel. Let's say everybody shows up on this start list. Who's the top tier is not easy to choose for this one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we're highlighted here. Apodog, he's on one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was going to make a joke on Instagram saying that Hayden Wild is having an Apo season.
You should please do that.
Now.
That's a great joke.
Yeah,
that's a perfect joke.
Yeah, because it's like the guy's just on fire, and it kind of seems like he's just got complete control of the race dynamic in North America. Like he's able to put himself in position on the swim. He's able to do the first 20 minutes harder and faster than everyone else, hold on to the end of the bike, and then run 112 to 113 every single time, or at least outrun the rest of the field. Like he's just executing on an insane level right now.
His run is so wildly consistent run. Right now, this guy's running within like 30 seconds of himself every single time. And who knows if he could run faster because he hasn't been challenged yet.
Like he's also a momentum guy. You know what I mean? So like if he's on and he's got like he seems to be in a really solid psychological place. And if you when I was speaking to him and hanging out with him in March and April, he was kind of like, "Oh, retirement. I don't know if I like triathlon, this and that." And now you speak to him, there's none of that. He's like, "I'm doing triathlons. I'm out there grinding. I'm having fun with it and getting some dubs." So. Yeah, he's hard to look past. That being said, if Lionel is there, Lionel is by far and away the best 70.3 athlete on this start list. Now, coming back from a stress fracture, no easy feat, but yeah, I mean, you got to put Lionel in the top tier.
He's gained some weight. I mean, I'm willing to debate this. I'll push back on this a little bit just for conversational purposes. This could be a rest versus rust situation. Is he over rested? Is he going to get rusty?
Over rested.
I don't know. I wouldn't put Lionel in the top tier here. Metz, you count as two.
All right. Hang on.
You're going to get the entire Lionel army. The Lionel army is going to come after Polly here.
Here's the deal. Look at Lionel. Okay, this is a guy who's done training blocks of 40 hours a week, 30 hours a week, 10 hours a week, high volume, low volume, doesn't freaking matter. The guy comes and wins everything regardless of what training. He's just that guy. So I don't really care if he's 10 pounds overweight, if he's had a stress fracture, if he's trained a bunch, if he hasn't trained a bunch. He's just good at triathlon. So when you're good at triathlon, like you got to be a top tier guy. Like this guy ain't going to Augusta if you don't think he can win. That's what I'm saying.
That's just I can't really argue with that because you're like, I don't know, the guy who got hit by a car and he gets to come in here and perform.
Now I'm actually trying to look down his results. I want to know his last 73. That was North American. We're not counting PTO or World
St.
Championships,
George.
where he was where he was not on the podium. That's actually a stat I want to know is what. So you guys keep on talking. I'll shut up, and I'm gonna find when the last time this guy was not. No, I've got it. 2023 St. George. He was 4th.
Yeah, in a baller field, right? Like, who was ahead of him?
That's so long ago, and it was a huge field. That was, I mean, what was that, the day that Ditlev won or somebody like that?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
wait. Yeah, it was
Ditlev Long or whatever. Yeah.
Sam Long, Trevor Foley, Jackson Laundry, and then it was Lionel right behind Jackson. So like,
Blake, that you said tier 2 for Lionel. I'm a tier 2 for Lionel.
Yeah, no, I'm saying tier 1. There's no. I agree with Metz. Well. There's no way you can take Lionel off this podium.
We could have got the clicks.
You can't do him dirty like that. We're talking about Lionel freaking Sanders.
I know. This is the power rankings. What has he been doing? He's. I don't know. Like, has he got into cooking?
Something. He's gave me nothing.
Yeah, he's giving me nothing. Giving me nothing.
I don't know, man. I think he pulls this will be the same thing when it was like, Hayden came back and everybody's like, oh, wow. It's not like you get injured and all of a sudden you just suck. Hayden's like, that's not when you're that level of class.
I don't know. I got injured and I started to suck pretty badly.
But this is the thing, Metz, is like, we're talking about aliens here, though. It's like, even at your level, which is like the top, like you're like top of North American field. We're talking about like Lionel or Hayden or a Leo Bergeret or guys like that coming back from an injury. They are just like these aliens that come back and you're like, somehow this dude is still fit. We just don't know how.
100%.
Are we throwing anybody else in here? Tier 1. We got Knute, Jason West.
I'm going
McDowell.
Ben Knute needs to be in this top tier. I'm not letting that guy trash talk me again for not putting him in the top tier. First off, his run is coming back. Like, that Santa Cruz run was solid. That was a great... He's back on. He will be in that. Like, if Lionel's going to push the bike, I think Ben will do everything in his power to stay with him. He'll be in the game coming into
Ben
T2.
Did Ben pay you to say that?
No, he just yelled at me at the finish line. He just okay. 1:14.26 in Santa Cruz. If he can back that up with another 1:14, 1:13 range run, he's on this podium.
If we're putting Lionel up here, I'm not opposed to putting Ben up here. Just based on Ben really, really wants a fucking win. And
he wants it bad.
I'm willing to bet that this dude is going to bury himself on the bike just to at least put himself in some kind of contention for the run here.
And if he's coming off the bike with Apo and Lionel, I mean, that means they've got space,
it's
right?
It's going to be a big bike pack.
Like, who's going to hang with that pace if it's Apo, Lionel, and Ben?
I mean, here's the other question then. If we put Ben up here, we're going to have to put Jason up here.
Zuck will hang with.
I don't know about Jason in there. Metz, do you have a strong take on Jason West's form at the moment?
I'm curious about Jason because he's posted on social media saying that he's been struggling mentally a little bit. He just DNF'd Nice. Don't love that. Also, he's got 3 T100 events coming up. So it's either like, I got to pay for my diapers and I'm going there to cash in on my bonuses, or he's not racing. And I think right now, one thing that you guys mentioned in the beginning is like, who's racing, who's not. We're getting to the point where if you're a 70.3 guy, you've probably done 5 registrations, so there's really no penalty for like popping on a start list and not starting. Mm-hmm. Whereas before, earlier in the season, maybe you'd be paying single entries, and then it's like, I actually got to be honest with whether or not I'm going to race. Mm-hmm. So I could see some of these guys pulling off late, seeing how they're going. I think Jason, just given the inconsistencies he's had this season, has to be a tier 2 guy. But I mean, I was there in 2022 when Jason won. He went toe-to-toe with Trevor. Those guys ran 107.
Yeah, he ran so fast that day.
Yeah, and I guess the other question is, what's he prioritizing? Is he going to go to Worlds now that he had a shit race in Nice?
I don't think so. I think he's just going to. Well, I don't know. He's got to do 3 T100s. 3 T100s left for the season. So
which will
the
mean
dude's already raced a lot.
This will be his 8th race of the year. Hold on, 2, 4, 6, 7. This will be his 8th race of the year. So if he's racing this and 3 more T100s, that means he's going to have an 11 race year
with an Ironman,
with 2 Ironmans,
with
one
2
Ironman finish with 2 starts, and a DNF in Nice. So that'd be 12.
That is a huge, monstrous season. That's 11 races is massive.
Let's keep it rolling. Who else we got in here? Tier 2. Blake, you threw out a name. I kind of like it.
Zuck 1.
That's not the name that you threw out. What are you doing?
No. Oh,
you want to put Zuck in tier 2?
I know who he should put.
Who's going to swim? Who's going to bike with them? Colin could bike with them for sure.
I don't disagree with Blake here, actually. I don't disagree with Blake.
I'm wrong.
When was the last time Colin raced? Because he's on the down.
He raced a T100 and then he raced Placid and he raced Boulder. To be fair, his bike performance in Boulder was insane, and he seems to be putting up some pretty crazy numbers. He just did 2 hours at like 400 watts here in Boulder.
I saw
or
that
in
workout.
Chatfield.
Yeah.
So I think his bike's going to be on form. It will depend how hard that front group is not going to let Colin bridge, but Jackson will bridge no matter what. Jackson always bridges no matter what. So really, Colin's race hinges on whether or not he can be with Jackson, or bridge to Jackson, and the two of them can go together.
Yeah. That's actually, Metz, I think the most important part of this race is what's the gap coming out of T1 Jackson to Colin, and is it reasonable Colin can even get to him? Because if he can't, I think Colin's chance at like a top 4 or 5 is done. If he's not with Jackson bridging, I think his chances are shot.
Throw Jackson in tier 2. We're building the bridge down there.
Jackson's tier 2. I think Jackson can get to the front of this race. I mean,
Jackson will get to the front of the race.
Jackson gets to the front of every race. Yeah, I mean, can we think of a race Jackson has not gotten to the front of this year in a North American field? I don't think it's happened.
Yeah, totally. He got to the front of Boise. He got to the front of Santa Cruz easily. Both of them easy. Yeah. So, yeah, he's coming off the bike with the front guys. His run's not going to be there. I think he's going to be in that 5 through 8 finishing position, but he's going to get to the front of the race for sure.
Now there's one more guy who has to go in here. Is Kevin McDowell. Yeah. Kevin McDowell.
100% agree.
He's on a rip.
Couldn't agree more.
Kevin McDowell, if he has his best day. Now I'm just saying, if Kevin has his best day and Lionel's not himself a little bit, Kevin McDowell could win this race.
He could go tier 1, low-key.
I think he straddles tiers.
What's Kevin's? What did he do?
Here's Kevin's biggest.
LMC.
The only thing is St. George. That result kind of throws him out.
Okay, go recency bias. And 6th at
oh man, he's strong this year.
That's a good field.
Minus St. George.
Here's my thing with Kevin is like he's just still figuring it out. He's got like almost no experience. So I feel like every single race, and I just saw him at the pool literally 10 minutes ago, he seems to be in good spirits, obviously in great shape. Like he's someone who, if he shows up, is going to be in great shape. But his limiting factor has been small errors. Doesn't have his bike fit sorted out. He's coming from ITU. Doesn't have his nutrition sorted out. He's cramping and bonking. You know what I mean? I think
didn't that happen in Zell?
Here's the thing. Augusta's kind of like a baby race. It's like a good race for a Corey Bellamore to get their feet wet in their first pro race. It's a very
Is it? Dude, look at this. Is the most competitive race.
No, I'm saying like everything about Augusta just is like it's smooth, it's easy
unless
there's a hurricane. Yeah, it's just like
unless there's a hurricane.
It's a fast swim. You get out with a big bike. The big pack rather. The bike is very easy. The run is very easy. I just feel like it's an easy race for him to nail. And coming from Europe,
I think Paul's right here. Yeah, I mean,
I almost want to
agree.
go tier 1. I think I'm going to agree with Blake. I just think it's an easy race.
Yeah.
It's a hot day. It's going to be a hot day, though.
You
know what? Yeah. Sunday, the temperature dips a little.
I don't care what you say. Like I don't really think because
it's going to be warm, but not crazy warm. It's going to be warm, but not. It's not going to be a massive.
They're going to be done by like 11, like half 11 or whatever.
They'll be done by like 10:30, depending on the time they start.
Tier 1 for Kevin McDowell. Evan, do you veto Metz?
Nope. I'm fine with it. I'll put Kevin up in tier 1 too. I should agree with that.
Got one on Metz.
Finally got one. Oh my god!
You better hope that turns out well.
That's just because I don't want to delay us on the argument, but that's why I'm going to shut up.
This is a crowded tier 1 right now. Very crowded.
It's getting too busy. No more tier 1s.
Here we go. Stop. I'm arguing two guys.
Now tell us about Ari in tier 2, Evan. It's your
yes. Here we go. All right. Here we go. So two guys are going tier 1 here, and if you're looking at the stats, it's ridiculous to even question it. So. Okay, here, calm down there. Okay, Luke Jones, Ari Clout. Luke Jones was 4th in Santa Cruz. He's the quietest guy in North America right now. He is a front pack swimmer. He proved in Santa Cruz he could ride on Foley's wheel. Okay, now anybody who's like, oh, he didn't take a pull. Yeah, he didn't take a pull. It's Trevor's wheel. Who wants to take a pull on Trevor? What are you going to do? Come 500 watts around Trevor and be like, yeah, man, I'll take a pull. No, he's stuck on his wheel, stuck with him all the way to T2, and then runs solid. His best run in Santa Cruz. Okay, 4th place, beat Ari by just a little.
What's
Ari's
just
running
little,
down
40 seconds.
Yeah,
it was. I think close to that. Yeah. No. It was close. It was like
All
so.
right,
He goes.
I will do this.
He ran 1:13.11 in Santa Cruz. That means he can go 1:12 in Augusta, which should put him in this top 5 or 6. He will be very competitive in this field. And then Ari Clow, if you're going to talk, you just shorten this swim. And if it's the same thing as Santa Cruz, Ari has to be second tier. He's right there. He's 5th place, right behind Luke off of a shortened swim. Shortened time, duration, gap swim. You guys know what I mean.
Let's see how this looks and see how it pans out. I'm still not sold on this. Anyone want to put up any objection right now?
It's such a crowded front end.
Metz is an experience.
I'm not gonna say much here because I've pretty much for 6 months been saying who the F is Luke Jones, and I still don't know who he is, except for the fact that he beat me in Santa Cruz.
Everybody needs to learn this guy's name.
Yeah, what I will say is that I rode with Ari for the back half of Santa Cruz, and he kind of demolished me. So like he's gotten a lot better.
He's riding strong.
Yeah, I think he's riding strong. His issue is his swim is still really bad.
Yes.
So in this race where I feel like you're going to have Jackson swimming ahead of him, you could potentially even have Colin swimming ahead of him, and a really, really strong front pack. I could see the likes of Ari being like well back from Santa Cruz, because Santa Cruz, the course is harder than Augusta, so you have these bigger gaps. A solo rider can actually perform a bit better, where Ari's going to be more of a solo rider. It's just who can ride stronger on the day. This one's going to be a bit more packed up, and I think that Ari's going to suffer in the dynamic in this one more than he did in Santa Cruz.
There's Augusta, though. I mean, like, the gap potentially to Colin could be less than 30 seconds, even if he comes out behind him, just because of how close the downstream swim keeps this. But I do know what you mean, Metz. It's going to be like the bikers are going to have their group really quickly, so he's got to get on it. But I don't know. I think Ari's swim is slowly trending in the right direction. I think he can come out with Colin. If he comes out with Colin and Ari become the most dangerous guys outside of Jackson in the race on the bike. Because I think they can bike pretty even with anybody outside of Jackson.
I'd agree with that. Now, Tier 3, rolling in, Josh Burles, I'm going to throw the name out there, trending in the right direction.
Give me Nick Holmes and give me Magnus Manor up there, too.
Manor.
Blake, what do you got on Manor?
Yeah, give us Manor.
Manor had a good Oceanside 20th, and then he's coming off a 7th at Challenge Cesenatico, which was like kind of a okay field. I think he's a very high performer. He can run like a 119-ish half. I think he'll be up there.
Are we sleeping on Luis Woodgate here? Because he's a European guy who can run 110 like every day. So he's got to be a Tier 3 guy. And he's had a lot of podiums, I feel like. I think he raced just this past weekend, and he was on the podium in Italy.
Let me see.
At San Remo?
What country is that? GRC?
Yeah.
Greece.
Okay.
Right?
So he's... Yeah, I mean, so we're looking at some European results with him. He's... His Jesolo result was 16th to start the year. I'm not sure what went on there, but he bikes very, very strong. Like he's from these times looks like a front pack swimmer, basically. I think he's coming out in that front pack usually. So he'll be at the front of the race for a while.
5th at Emilia Romagna, but I don't like the 120 run because that's a really fast
This is
course.
the thing, Metz. I know what you're talking about because he's run in the past. He's had some good runs, but his 73 runs, to be honest, have not been strong.
And
If we're
Cesenatico is a
runs,
super short race too.
If we're talking runs, we have to talk about David Reynolds as well. I mean, the guy he's consistent sub 115s. He did a 112 high in Eagleman.
Yep.
Are these guys Tier 4 guys, and we lump them in with Ben Randall, and we call them and Corey Belmore, and we kind of
Run Club.
The Run Club.
Corey Belmore can't be a Tier 3 guy.
He's going to lose a lot of time on the bike.
What we doing?
I'm saying Tier 4.
Yeah, I think Corey Belmore, Ben Randall, who I want to see have a good race, Tier 4 guy. I don't have enough evidence yet.
This is rough, actually. Now I'm looking at this and who's left. We can't really be putting Corey Belmore above Miguel Felipe, who just raced Nice.
Okay, but here's the thing though with Maddox is Maddox has raced a lot recently. He had an okay day in Santa Cruz, but I mean, for his level, and this is out of respect for him, actually, for his level, I think 8th in Santa Cruz, he's a little bummed with, and then he goes to Caz and really struggled on that run in Caz. And he just raced.
Quick turnaround.
He ran 125 in Cozumel. I mean, if there's one guy to fall through the field, I think it's going to be Maddox. And it's not because I don't think Maddox is the quality to even compete for a podium one day in a race like this. I just think that he's tired. He's got to be tired right now.
Yeah.
So much travel. So
So
he's like, the guy's even put a training week together.
Coming off of a Nice performance here.
Felipe didn't run bad in Nice, which is the only reason I think we can't put him high because he didn't DNF in Nice. If he would have DNF'd Nice like Jason did, I'd be almost more tempted to put him higher because he's solid. I mean, he's a great athlete, but I mean, he just.
I think anybody coming off a world champs, just the build up and all that is just so extreme that I find it hard to believe that you're going to race to your potential.
Like 14 days later.
Metz, what do you got here? What are you thinking?
I have no idea why Felipe goes to Augusta every year because I feel like he's just a
he does it
guy,
every year,
and he always goes to Augusta. It's like why I actually went
somebody's a study
at Augusta. 2 years in a row.
He's probably on his vacation after Nice, hitting golf balls, and he's like, "I'll just turn up and race."
He's going to Augusta.
Does he golf? Metz, please ask him. Be like, "Are you a golf guy?"
Yeah, I don't really know him, but I mean, he's a good athlete. I mean, the thing with Felipe is he's kind of like me. He's like an old dog, been around forever, had good results, won a lot of races, but kind of like it's an is he washed or not washed situation, And so I think he could pop one off and be a top 5, but I think just there's a lot of question marks around it.
Okay, let's keep it rolling. So what are we feeling out of these 4 left? Where do they fall? I mean, David Reynolds, he's
run club. Could have
Robbie
a great
can
day.
go and run club too, I feel like, and Ben as well for sure.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I
Mark,
think
Mark too, good honestly.
I think somebody, Romano. Well, actually, Romano, in my opinion, in a year or two here is going to be somebody we're all talking about. He's very solid across all 3. He doesn't really have that big of a weakness, and his bike will just get stronger as he gets older. So I think, I mean, honestly, that tier right there to me is like, hey, guys, we'll be talking about next year. I actually think that's they're a year or two away from really being mixing into fields like this.
I feel like Ben Randall needs to go into like the same category as me. Like Strava says he should be good. But
paper tigers.
If Strava, the category name, if Strava
right,
could win a race,
like fitness doesn't equal race performances, unfortunately.
What do we got to name for
we'll
this?
see. Yeah.
What do we got to name for this last one? Should we put
just wait for that swim to get stronger?
Should we just put a 3-wood?
Like
strong but tired.
Strong
but tired. I don't know, something like that.
Strong or
3-wood was solid, man.
Strong 3-wood.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then this European contingency up here. I'm not really thinking of anything funny. Euro.
No, I like it.
Euros aren't funny. Call it that.
No.
No, come on.
Josh will. That's why I want to call it that.
All right, there we go. Let's move on to women's.
Moving on to the
Stick
women's.
with Euro because I love that Nick Holmes slipped in there.
We're 19 and a half in. I think we're going to cruise through this women's. All right, so tier 1, the echelon here. Do we separate who we think we're going to separate, or do we keep them together?
You got to keep them together.
You gotta keep to the top 2 in there, yeah.
You can't disrespect Jackie.
Yeah, Lydia and Paula needs to go up there,
Yeah, put some respect on Jackie's name.
Thank you, yeah. Also, the one stat from this field I really wanted to look up. I thought maybe Paula and Jackie had like traded races back and forth a little bit over the years. Anybody want to take a stab if you didn't look at the list? What is Paula's winning streak on Jackie right now?
It's got to be like 80%.
It is 15 straight races.
Wow.
15 straight. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. She has not lost to Jackie since 2022, Chat 73.
Yeah.
So I think if you're picking this race and you're betting the house, tough to not bet on Paula. And Paula's fit too. Like,
Tier 2, there's 3 names here. We got Grace, obviously. We know her pedigree.
Oh, yeah.
What was she behind Jackie in Santa Cruz? Was it that big of a gap?
Was
it like over
question.
5 minutes?
Did I have that in here? I think I actually had it in here.
250 off Jackie in second, yeah.
That's not crazy, but Grace is a stronger swimmer, though, right?
This course doesn't favor Grace, unfortunately, because that gap in the swim is going to be so small. And Jackie's going to be right there with her, I think. It's going to be – Grace is going to have to bike so hard to drop people or to stay with Paula, and it's just going to be a big match.
I feel like Grace is protecting podium on this one. She's like, let me just lock that third spot
just
up.
third.
I don't think she's going to play any risk. She's just going to be like, all right, Paula's up the road. I'm going to ride with Jackie. I'm going to let Jackie run her 1:19:30, and I'm going to run 1:23.
Okay, so there's 2 other names here that are kind of sleepers, young girls. Michelle Stratton. I want to say 2 podiums this year, or just off the podium in Louisville. She podiumed Peru. I want to say she came in like 4th at Louisville or 6th. Michelle.
6th at Happy Valley.
6th at Happy Valley. That was it.
You think she's tier 2?
That's a strong field in Happy Valley.
I mean, if we're talking Happy Valley, Lydia won Happy Valley.
Yeah.
She beat
But-
Chelsea
So
and
that was
Jeannie.
the other name. That was the other name I was going to go with. That was the easy
I think
name.
Lydia needs to go in tier 2 because we don't really know where she's going to be at right now, coming off the collarbone.
Yeah, she just broke her collarbone. To be fair, she does. I mean, I don't really know her training, but it seems as though she was able to get back. And I feel like the young athletes can sort of just like get back a bit quicker.
I
right?
think
Like, they're
from
just
what
gonna
I've
heal
heard,
quicker.
it was a pretty easy, as far as collarbones go, a pretty easy build back and everything.
Yeah,
no,
and it's
no
not
complications.
it's not going to be something that majorly affects her bike run, which is going to be the more important
And
thing.
you can
to
hop
us
on the
anyway.
trainer
Yeah.
like 2 days after breaking your collarbone.
Seriously, you
like,
can. Yeah.
you
This
really
is
want
my
to.
sleeper of the race here. This girl right here. I'm gonna tier 3 her. We could save her.
Who'd you pull?
Michelle Stratton, just based on the podium at Peru, which she told Carrie, if you remember from the Happy Valley
She did.
episode, she pulled up on the run, and she still came in second. So
I
trending
would
upwards.
I would want Lottie Lucas in tier 2.
Lottie Lucas, what do you got on
Yeah.
Lottie?
She's on a podium. She's only podium this year. 3rd at Surbani Yas, which was a ridiculously hot race and like logistically a nightmare race. 2nd at Challenge Taiwan, and then is coming off a 2nd at Ironman Vitoria Gasteiz in Spain.
Low 120s
That's solid.
runs too, so her run is
Yeah.
going to really put her in the mix. Yeah.
I think she could podium. Like,
Yeah,
I
I think so too. Like, I mean, it's always like a translation of Euro results, but honestly, this race might mix up more like a Euro race because everybody's going to be so close off the bike. This will be pack dynamics on the bike, and then it's going to be who can run 120 to 122 in the women's field is going to mix in.
No, I agree. I think for tier 3, 2 names that also come out: Adele Lincoln, bunch of top 10s, pretty consistent.
Very
9th
consistent.
Oceanside, 4th at
and then
Chatty,
Alicia
7th Eagle.
Fast should go in there too.
Yeah, back-to-back 6s, and then Alicia in there as well. What's Alicia's strength there? She's a runner with a 122.
122.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
man,
like
this is going to be
This
is going to. I'll tell you what. The 4th to like 7th or 8th in this race is going to be a pretty heads up half marathon. I think they're going to come out of transition. There's going to be a lot of ladies running real close together. If nobody decides to play a big match on the bike, and it'll be who can run 120 is going to be the question.
Yeah, this might be like a cage fight for all those
it will
places.
be. Yeah.
One last name that I want to throw in here is Carolyn Kaplan. Last 2 solid performances at what is that? Lowell. And then what is she
Chatty.
got there?
Chatty
And
she was
11th
there.
at Happy, but the 2 5ths are pretty good. Stick her up there for sure.
All right, we're rolling through. We got like 6 more minutes. All right, who else you guys thinking here?
Can we just throw Margarita Ryan in there for a second?
So here's
Yeah,
Just
that's
dope
a
for
sick
real.
name.
here's
dope
here's the
first name.
problem.
That's
Here's
a
the problem
sick
with
name.
Margarita is this race is so not fair to her, like at
Salty.
all. Is yeah, she's this so like she is this is like the hottest take
Did you
ever.
put
And
her in tier 3?
I feel like I'm the one who's always like crapping on Lucy Charles. Margarita Ryan might be a better swimmer than Lucy Charles. So
For real?
this
Wow.
no, I'm not making this up. She is maybe the best swimmer in female triathlon. Period.
Wow.
But
Can
this
I
race
petition
does
to
not.
rename that
It
tier
doesn't
Margaritaville?
matter. Like, what is she going to do? Like, have 60 seconds into T1?
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
for
It's her strength is not going to really affect this race much. The bike is where she lost ground in Santa Cruz, but she can run well. So maybe she can mix in, but it's going to be a tougher day just for her skill set.
I'm putting Sloan down here at the bottom just to kick things off to kind of get the
Wait,
picture
Folly.
going. What's going on?
Can you rename tier 3 into Margaritaville?
A
Thank you.
request from Blake.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
thanks. That's all I really want.
just making
Yeah.
Blake
Her name's
I
right
just
there.
love Margaritaville.
Oh,
just sound it out, Bolly.
It's Margarita, Ville.
Yeah, there you go.
Margaritaville.
That's awesome.
All right, so Sloan down here, first pro race, nothing really too flashy, bunch of like mid-20s and
Go
late
get a good
20
result, Sloan.
finishes. Yeah, go get a good result, and
Go have a good day.
I'm going mute. What do you guys got next?
The dog does not like that
Dogs
Sloan
are
pick.
barking. No, yeah.
Yeah, the dog's angry at that Sloan pick.
And
All right.
Basso at that 6th at Louisville should definitely at least be 4th tier. Yeah, 3rd's pretty crowded, but I think 4th for sure. And then,
Agreement.
I don't know where you want. Freya and Jenna should probably go tier 4. No.
Freya's been training here in Boulder with like a lot of pretty solid females. She's been training with like Chelsea and Gwen. So
Okay.
potentially she could have something coming. She's still young, but
Let's give her the confidence.
Does she come from
Give her
a
the
run
confidence.
background? Metz, do
I
we
don't
know that?
her I don't know her
Yeah.
background.
She's trying to
She's
win.
pretty
You
solid
would think
swimmer.
so. Okay.
Yeah, she's pretty solid swimmer. I feel like she's just like developing all around. So it
Okay,
has
cool.
something coming her way, but I don't know if it's going to be this race.
Similar to the men's fourth tier, people who we'll be talking about in a couple years, hopefully. I mean, they're in the right scenarios. They're building. They're getting stronger. So
Write me back. That's a whatchamacallit reference where he's like, who said that? Geno Smith, where he's like, they wrote me off, but I didn't write back or something.
this is just like niche New York NFL takes. This is such a New York guy thing.
Geno's a West Virginia guy. I'm a West Virginia guy.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, Jenna Hoffler, last one. Let's round it out, guys. Where are we putting Jenna? I threw Laura Matthews
fourth
down
tier.
here. Very similar to Anne.
Yeah, I think
Jenna should
anything
be
lower
fourth
than
tier.
fourth would be doing her a disservice. Yeah.
I think this is more of a write me back. What should be tier 4?
Tier 4.
Metz, come on, throw something out there.
Yeah, come on.
I'm not a big name. I haven't been killing
This
the
is
categories.
Bali's strength. I'd never come up with category names. This is Bali's calling.
What's coming to mind is deuce and a pound of cheesecake, which is like if you guys
Perfect.
know
Go for it.
22-ounce beers. Oh my god! And I've had a pound of cheesecake. Deuce.
Yes, perfect.
Pound of cheesecake. No one's gonna know what it means because it means absolutely nothing. But that's part of the mystery. People are like, I don't even get it. We don't even get it.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Is that how you spell deuce or is it DEU?
DEUCE, I think. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that is
I don't know.
the-
I don't know. Don't. Somebody's gonna
Yeah,
correct me on
you're
that.
right. All right.
Yeah.
This is your train. Yeah, you got to drive it.
Deuce and a pound.
It's
of
definitely
cheesecake.
EUCE. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
This
was
is what we're
way
gonna
more
spend
right.
the last 60 seconds
Yeah.
on.
All right, having a Hayden Wild season, building a bridge, Euro Run Club, strong
Wait.
3-wood.
You got to change to having an Apo season. Hayden's having an Apo season. That's what Metz said.
Yeah, but save that joke for
Yeah,
Metz.
that's what I said. I said Hayden's having
We're
an
stealing
apple.
that from Metz. You have to reference Metz on that now.
Yeah. Yeah. Do a little dash Metz. Yeah.
What do you mean? Do Apo dash
Like
Mets?
no. Like Metz said this. Metz coined it. Yeah. Because that's a killer. Yeah. You can't steal that saying.
I got to figure out the dash. I went to a bullet. Might be hard, but maybe I'll do parentheses. All right. Anyways,
We'll fix it
rolling
post.
through Run Club, strong 3-wood, Queens of the Castle, Get Back. You don't know me like that. Margaritaville, deuce, pound of cheesecake. Write me back. That's 70.3 Augusta, guys.